Hello YouTube. Okay, this fire spreading into the crystal realm that me and my dragon pillar are in are apparently not doing so well. We should really try to fix this, but I think we have to review this episode first. Dr. Catastrophe. Okay, guys, I'm not going to deny this, but remember what I said in back in my season 2 review of the whole entire web thing with the spiders? This is actually another episode which I declare the second worst, only because the trouble in the web thing, tangle in the web from the last season was the first worst episode. This, personally, to me, is only the second because Tangle in the Web came out. But it's not that annoying as Tangle in the Web, but it's still not good either. So, let's pretty much talk about it. So, pretty much, this is focused more around D'Angelo, and D'Angelo's father is here as well at the first beginning, where D'Angelo is wondering what the heck is going on with the goat, and apparently, as it turns out, the goat is actually having problems with his leg and is injured, and D'Angelo actually comes and helps, and his father's proud of him, as D'Angelo wants to be a vet, and he's feeling overconfident and proud of himself. And, well, we eventually get back to the Silver Realm. That's what I'm calling it, Silver Realm. Since they never even give that place a title of its own. So, what happens here is that pretty much D'Angelo is now out and about, flying around with his other Dragon Rider friends, and they see a bunch of grunkles that were from the Fire Realm. Now, in all honesty, they're all eating a bunch of the crystals that's making them sick, but they're still doing it. Now, some people complain, why the heck are they just having grunkles eating a bunch of random, but just keep eating it, even though it makes them sick? I had some pets that did that as well. I'm not gonna lie to you. Which we had to keep the food away from them if they got sick. Just for their safety and their own health, just to make sure you all know that. But nonetheless, in this episode here, really, D'Angelo believes they know what to do, so they go straight to the Crystal Realm after they try a few attempts acting like cowboys and everything, which was kind of funny. And plus, D'Angelo fell. Well, not D'Angelo, it was Tom. But nonetheless, after a few attempts, they go to the Fire Realm and find some rocks, which Plowhorn tries to stop D'Angelo, but D'Angelo says otherwise, and not even trying to pay attention or try to understand what Plowhorn was saying. They go back and they try to eat it, and once they make it back into the Fire Realm, because it definitely works, as the Grunkles definitely love the rocks. But only come to find out, one of the rocks was moving, and what do they realize? It was a dragon egg. Which this was definitely causing a big problem because D'Angelo had realized what he had done, and now he feels so horrible. He gives the eggs back, and then he goes and leaves, feeling upset, as the other Dragon Riders now have to try and find a way to stop the mess they are in, because now this big dragon is trying to kill the Grunkles, and they're trying to get everything to stop. As D'Angelo is leaving, going back into his bedroom, feeling upset for what he had done. He should have listened, he didn't, and he pretty much calls it Confastry, feeling so down about himself. Now, what happens in this episode lately is because after this, it's like basically, yeah, D'Angelo feels sorry, he feels wrong. What does he do? Stay in his room. While all the others are trying to fix up the mess, as they're trying to get the dragon to understand they stole the eggs, not the Grunkles. It was all complete misunderstanding, but everything went wrong. But what happened was a big surprise. Alex went and tell D'Angelo, we need your help. And to their surprise, when she explains the whole entire thing, D'Angelo pulls the door a bit further, and who's behind? His dad, which he basically heard everything. Of course, he doesn't know the secret or believes in anything. He was just there and heard it. Probably mistaking it as another part of their role-playing game. Although, does he have to question where she got the armor from? Since really she came all the way outside with the armor still on. But nonetheless, D'Angelo agrees, even though we don't see him says it. And what happens is, he already had a plan, and it basically was successful. Basically, he mentioned the whole entire reptiles can basically takes forever to digest their food, and the dragons They used the crystals in the crystal realm again. Well, no, in the silver realm. And then what did they do? He got them to all to eat it, and here's what happened. They puke out the eggs that are completely all fine, even though they were Chomp and Nom. They were all completely fine, and they got the eggs back, and the Grunkles were saved and left alone by the big dragon. And the big dragon is happy now with all of her eggs back, despite there was only one left. Technically, not all of them were gone. Okay, this is where I really have to say why I hated this episode. This episode was really just like, why? To me, really. The reason why I did not like this episode is because of D'Angelo. Oh, he's so confident. Oh, wait, he got so upset because he did something wrong instead of trying to make his mistakes better. Oh, wait, the team needs help just because they ask. After he went all the way back home, and then he somehow had a plan right there and then, and he just fixes it like that. Okay, the problem with this episode, some people also complain about the fireworm thing, where basically the fireworm should have died, and also the dragon should have never got the egg back except for that one that because D'Angelo didn't feed it to the Grunkles. The reason why this is a big deal is because a lot of people, and honestly I do agree with it, is because they don't show consequences. Like, yes, there's going to be consequences and mistakes made that cannot be fixed, but yeah, you gotta learn from them. D'Angelo, on the other hand, didn't really technically truly learn his mistake because he just somehow was able to undo his mistake. Really. If that makes sense to you. That's basically the problem that this episode had. Like, if he had known how to fix it, why was he so upset? I mean, I guess it was really his pride and everything, and really much he felt so down that he didn't really thought about it. But now, just because someone asked, he just, okay, I'll do it, and I already have a plan that will successfully work. Like, to me, that's how come I feel like this episode really felt really bad. But still, nonetheless, this really was not a good episode in my own opinion. I mean, great, we got to see more of the Fire Realm, but still, this actually was not a good concept or idea. Really, what they did here, they should have just let where D'Angelo had to try to find a way to separate the dragons and get the Grunkles to safety and get the Quaker, get whatever that dragon is called away. I know it's from Race to the Edge, but I can't remember its name. Now, anyway, besides all that, yeah, this episode is my second least favorite of the series. Anyway, until then, this is Justin Game 34, signing out. Until then, I will see you later. Bye!